Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with this question. The note produced by a stretched string has a fundamental frequency of 400 hertz. Now, if the length of the string is doubled, that is a catch, while the tension in the string is increased by a factor of 4, then the frequency is unknown. So, solution: we would want to extract the given triune components from this question. Okay, so fundamental frequency of 400 hertz, f1 is equal to 400 hertz. Then if the length of the string is doubled while the tension in the string is increased, so length now is a second triune component. So if we are having length that is doubled, then of course you must have the original length. So L1 will equal L. I hope you are getting this. Now, then L2 will now become 2L because it is doubled. Are you following? But the two L's are length, okay? The second triune component. The third triune component is tension in the string increased by a factor of 4, meaning we're still going to have T1 to be T and then T2 to be 4T. Are you following? So you can see that our triune components are complete. The frequency F2 is unknown. So we have frequency, we have length, we have tension, the triune components of this question. So using these formulas, F is inversely proportional to length and frequency is also directly proportional to the square root of tension. So combining these two formulas or equations, we obtain a singular formula that we can use in solving this question. So combining F and F together, so that I have F is inversely proportional to length, okay, and times the square root of tension. Is that clear? Now, combining this further, we have F is directly proportional to the square root of tension and is inversely proportional to length. So, bring in our constant now so that we can make constant the subject of the formula. So, F is equal to K square root of tension over length. So, making K the subject of the formula from here, K is equal to FL, okay, all divided by the square root of tension. So this is a formula that will suit our triune components given in this question. Is that clear? So that we have K is equal to K, meaning K1 is equal to K2. By expansion and substitution, what do we have? K is FL over square root of T. Okay? So let's write that now. So that we have F1 L1 all over the square root of T1 is equal to F2 L2 all over the square root of T2. Please, if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section down below. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe and like this tutorial for further updates. Now, substituting, our F1 is given to us to be what? Let's look for it. Our F1 is 400 hertz. So let's write that. 400 multiplied by L1 is what? Is L. Can you see it? Multiplied by L, all divided by the square root of T1 is T. Okay? So the square root of T. That's what we're going to write. Okay? Then F2 is unknown. So write that as F2, okay, multiplied by our L2 is 2L. So write that 2L, all divided by what is our T2? 4T, okay, 4T. So we're going to substitute 4T for T. So square root of 4T. Is that clear? So solving this further now by cross multiplying, okay, then we'll have 400L, okay, 400L multiplied by square root of 4t is equal to f2 2l multiplied by the square root of t. Is that clear? Now, here, we're going to be dividing through by 2l multiplied by the square root of t, so that f2 will be made the subject of the formula. So we're doing that now, divided by 2l square root of t, so that this will cancel out that. Then what are we left with here? We are left with f2. Okay, let's write it properly now. f2 is equal to 400l, right? So 400l multiplied by the square root of 4t, all divided by 2l multiplied by the square root of t. Okay, from now let's reduce our values. Okay, we have 2 into 400 is 200. Then l will cancel out l. Okay, then if you expand square root of 40, you can have square root of 4 multiplied by the square root of t. Okay, so that square root of t will cancel out square root of t. I hope you are following that. So let's do that now. So square root of t will cancel out the square root of t here. What is left? The square root of 4. So multiply by the square root of 4, all divided by 1. Is that clear? But of course, we are not bringing in 1 again. So let's solve further now. Let's solve further. We need space, please. So 200 multiplied by the square root of 4. Now, what is the value for the square root of 4? f2 is equal to 200 multiplied by 2. Okay, so that f2 is equal to 400 hertz. So this is our answer to this question. Thank you. Connect to our social media handles at PhysicsBible, the Triune Physics, for latest update. Thanks for joining us. Stay equipped, stay liquid.